What's up? It's Kendrick, aka Chug Rock. What I want to talk about in this message is about cheating is only when a woman cheats. You know, the reason why I say that is because a man can practice polygamy. A woman don't supposed to do that. Like it goes against nature for a woman to practice polygamy. You don't see too many women talking about. It's a reason why you don't see too many women talk about I want more than one man. You know, that's not of the norm. You will hear a man say that before a woman. You know, when the last time y'all saw that like that on the internet? You know, it's always the man, right? Here on the internet, right? So with that being said, and plus it was normalized in history. I'm pretty sure it was normalized in history. Nowhere. You know, it probably was done, but it most likely was probably done, but it wasn't done on a level like a man. You know, like men having more than one wife, more than one partner, more than one sexual romantic partner. You know, it wasn't like that back then. And it ain't like that in modern times. So what they tell you, a man is the only person that's supposed to practice polygamy. So therefore, if a woman gets in a relationship with a man and she go sleep or have sex with another partner that's of the opposite sex, she cheating. A man can't cheat because that's his natural instinct. He's supposed to have sex with more than one woman when he's in a relationship or when he's not in a relationship. It just monogamy only applies to a woman when they in a relationship, not a man. And even in the Bible, it says that nowhere in the scripture that monogamy applies to the man as well. Ma'am? So hold up. So therefore, that's bullshit what you've been talking about, that y'all been taught, Ain't no fucking woman supposed to have more than one man, or it's cheating when a man go take him another woman, Nah, it's not. You've been lied to. The world been lying to y'all. You know what I'm saying? People in the world been lying to y'all. Pastors been lying to y'all. People in the world in general have been lying to y'all. I don't know what religious people get that from, because it says nowhere in the Bible that. You know what I'm saying? That's made up, just like fornication is sex before marriage, and it's a sin to have sex when you ain't in a covenant relationship with a woman. Nah, all that's a lie. Them two lies, It's not cheating when a man in a relationship and you take on another woman, or he just have sex with another woman. Because if he's supposed to do that, that's his natural instinct. That's the natural way of life when it comes to a man. But a woman, that's not their natural instinct. That's unladylike. Cheating for a woman is unladylike. So-called cheating for a man is what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to have his children. You're supposed, if he take on you, he get him another woman, he's not cheating. He's supposed to do that. He's supposed to be building, with you as a woman and with another, because that's his instinct, So it's not normal for a man to for all men to be monogamous in a relationship. Some men are monogamous, but some men are polygamous. Some men might want more than one woman, like me, for an example. So therefore, we can't be just saying like, oh, that man is cheating, men or women. No, he doing the right thing. He doing what he biologically supposed to do as a man. As long as you treating those women right, and have a purpose for it, and getting them pregnant and being with them and staying with them, it's not nothing wrong. If you love this woman, and taking another woman, that's not cheating. It's practicing polygyny, you know, polygyny, not polygamy, but polygyny. That's a man. That's man having more than one woman. You know, polyandry. That's a woman taking on a different man in a relationship. Which shouldn't exist, which don't hardly exist. Is not normal. But polygamy for a man is, which is polygyny. You know, so with that being said, that's how things supposed to go. Cheating is only for a woman. Get that understood. Y'all be cool.